Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Corporal, bringing you an unboxing of this Star Wars pack I got at Ross for $4. Because I see these all the time. Like something like this, one with like Black Kazan and I think Paz Vizsla. And I'm like, are they Kenner figures? Because the picture on the box isn't the Kenner figure. And I thought, are they the same thing? Or are they different marketing? But did the box look similar? And it's like, oh, $4 to get 2 figures and all that. For some reason, it's labeled $11. That's as much a normal figure costs. So I'm very confused. But yeah, I wanted to see, like, okay, you know what? Let's see what's inside this thing. I like Forlom and Zuckuss. They're pretty interesting characters. Lego needs to make another Forlom in a cheaper set, like a $40 set, because, my goodness, we only got one of them, and it was in that slave one and everything. Okay, advertisement by the book. Not bad. Gonna make a slight little edit. I gotta finally actually sit down and actually start writing. Today I slept all day. I needed to sleep. I'm still tired too, but tomorrow I gotta do some paperwork, and hopefully once I'm done with the paperwork I can just I have to turn it in next week, but hopefully when I'm done with the paperwork I can just relax a little bit. Not really, because the next week I gotta take the test. But let's open this up, see what's inside. Seems to be like a little bit of a, I don't know if this is supposed to be intentional. Let's see. Now I actually have, oh no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a crease. Yeah, it's just a crease. I do have some Kenner figures. There's some tape right here. I don't have any knives. A pair of them. I had one for years. Oh yeah, it's 2 figures. Oh, that's how they stuck them in there. There we go. Forlom and Zuckuss. And I'm going to take them out of their box because I'm not. This stuff is worthless and all that. Probably is worth more if somebody confuses it for an original outside of the box. Yeah, Disney logo. I'm no longer a Star Wars fan, but again, it's like all this. I do like these things because as a kid I did have Kenner figures. Opening Forlom, and yeah, the new stuff doesn't sell at all. There's no point in like keeping it in the box and putting it for auction later on, collecting it and everything. This is just, I like these characters. If I could find Bosk and Bosk, IG-88 and Boba, I probably will buy them because they're cool. So it's made out of plastic. I think the original version of Zuckuss came with like a whatchamacallit, fabric. It might have came with fabric. Now his gun is interesting. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool that they made the gun properly, because back in the day Kenner didn't make the guns right. So his sleeve kind of gets in the way. He has his, but it doesn't look like he could hold his gun. Look, let's see. Oh wait, no, I got it in there. Does it extend the hand? Always watch out for that. When a gun's extend the hand, it could break the thumbs. But it's looking like it's not fitting on there. Yeah, it keeps plopping out. Yeah, he can't really hold his gun. Though it shows on the box he can hold it. So I guess that's the best you can do with it. Supposedly in the movie, his gun is actually a type of rare hunting rifle. All that. The toy doesn't do it any justice, though. I think yeah, he can't really hold on to it. So That is a problem. That's like a no-sell for me. Like, okay, now let's get Zuckuss out. Zuckuss is a pretty cool character. And the reason why they're paired together is because Zuckuss is freaking crazy. And Forlom, well, they're both crazy in their own way. Like, Zuckuss needs, like, a handler, where Forlom is, like, I think he's, like, schizophrenic or something. Yeah, it uses the same body as C-3PO. I used to have the C-3PO Kenner figure, like the original one. All his gold was off. But this is correct. I remember this exactly. Now the gun, on the other hand, this thing looks a little bit like Kenner. A little bit not. Let me see if I can get that in there. It definitely isn't accurate to what it's supposed to be, but he can hold it. That is surprising, because this is supposed to be, looking at it on the box, it's one of the I forget what it's called. I know it from its nickname as Funny Mustache Man's Saw. It's that famous World War II gun. So yeah. So, this figure actually is pretty cool. So, let me pause for a second. Okay, I went and grabbed my Snow Trooper. And I assume this is Admiral Veers. Let's see if they can hold the guns. So, not really. Snow Trooper can't hold this. And neither could Admiral Veers. It can't even fit inside. So, if you have older figures, you just want to like give them the guns and all that stuff. It's like, doesn't seem to be working even with that. Maybe no. Admiral here. And I used to have the gun for the Snow Trooper, but I lost it. Or I think my brother lost it. Oh, okay. The Admiral could hold the rifle. That's pretty cool. You can even see like the bipod for it right here. It's really neat. But yeah, it's so he could hold it. And this is more accurate too, because German officer. But anyway. And let's see if Zuckuss can hold it. His cloth is in the way, but he can hold on to it. So it's better if you just switch the guns around. Which I don't think they would have cared. As characters, they probably did that anyway. So if you really want to properly play with them. So here we go. Let's give that to... There we go. Perfect. You just switch their weapons around and they can hold them a lot better. Yep. But not really good with the original Kenner figures. But in comparison, the Kenner figures are a bit looser. Maybe because they're older. But they're around the same size. It's even a little bit shorter. I don't think Zuckuss is supposed to be short. And all that. This is a good buy, $4, and you want some Kenner figures? Like, that's not actually bad, but play-wise, no. Not really worth it. I guess these are really for collectors who just want to have these figures in these styles. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but I don't really think that's worth paying at all. Like, why don't, like, it's probably better to just go after the older figures and try to collect these guys, not try to get these new ones. And obviously they're showing up at Ross, they're not really high value, and they're not good for playing either. It's like, what's the point? Doesn't it just devalue your figures? But anyway, I do like him. I'm going to put him on display in my little shelf. Because the Snow Trooper was all by himself for a while. I actually found this guy at the flea market and I got him just so he could have a friend. We don't need these bounty hunter scum. But yeah, anyway, that's why I got him. So now they have more friends and they're on the same side. Well, I've always been like that. Like the action figure needs a friend. That's why I said when I sell my Lego Stormtroopers, I sold them in like little packets of 3. Like they need a friend, okay, and they need an officer. Well, thank you all very much. You all have a nice day. Bye bye.